Hello friends, my name is Avinash and welcome back to your own YouTube channel all about wealth. I hope you guys had a good weekend, right? So let's make it more interesting and find out few of the topics which we want to cover like in the next video, and we will be going ahead and covering some of the new coins which are kind of hidden gems in my opinion and can give you a good and a huge benefit in the upcoming days, right? So let's go ahead and start with a basic overview of the BTC price. So if we talk about the BTC price, so I live in India, right? And like today morning when I actually woke up, I just saw that BTC was around $8,700, right? But it has a bit of a dip here for about $300. And right, so if we go ahead and just 1 to 2 hours after, whoop, it stood back again like $8,700. So it went back from where it had started. Right now, this time which we got a huge pump in here, this was the time when the consensus event was about to start, right? So as I told you in the previous video, definitely we should not be taking, in a light manner that consensus doesn't have anything to do with these kind of events or not. Definitely we'll see some good things and a good and a huge amount of money flow into the market, and definitely we should be really bullish about that as well. So let us go ahead and check the coin market cap and see how the market is doing. So let us go ahead and open the coin market cap. If we talk about the overall market cap, has gone to $411 billion, which is bit of good amount if we go ahead and compare that to the market cap, or which was on Friday, right? It was approximately $370 billion. But overall, if we talk about the BTC dominance, that has decreased because it was approximately 37.5 or 37.6. So definitely we can expect a money to go ahead in to the altcoins. Now let us go ahead and see the 24-hour chart. If we see Zcash, Kin token, and Salt, Huobi, so all of the good coins, nulls, right? Polymath, right? Finally Polymath is active and it's doing something, right? Maybe because of the consensus, right? Red coin. So if we see and check the Binance, okay, now GRS is 27.75%. Now it's actually rumors about, Bithumb will list GRS coin. Now GRS, if we see here, rumor is sometime correct or maybe sometimes wrongs, but till confirmations, it's easy profits. That's how we look, right? So Bithumb is an exchange which is a quite massive exchange in itself, and whenever we get rumors about it, like that a coin will get listed on it, definitely we see a huge spike, right? At the time of ICX, I still remember every coin was in bearish, in complete red, and the market was really bearish, but ICX was standing alone, giving like 30 or 40% of the profits at that time, right? So we made a good money in that rumors, right? So but eventually it was not rumor, it was a fact, but still, just for an example I'm saying this, right? So we go ahead and check some of the other topics. If we see here, this is the consensus event, and if you guys can not see, I will go ahead and share the link of this in the description as well. Here you can go ahead and cover the consensus 2018 live from NYC. If we go ahead and see how, just go ahead and play that.
That's a good example of the British equivalent of the NSA not even knowing what to do with it once they got it.
See that definitely we can cover all the things and all the important things that we want to cover right now, right, via that link. So I will just go ahead and make sure that I leave this link in the description below. Now in the morning, I actually gave a signal about some of the coins or some of the altcoins which I need to cover, and that can actually go ahead and give you a very good amount of profit in a very short span of time. Now, one of the coins is CNN, right? It's there on IDEX, right? IDEX is a decentralized exchange which is a part of Huobi Pro, right? So this is something separate. If we go ahead and see, Huobi is a different exchange, but IDEX is a different exchange as well. It's somewhat like IDEX, right? So CNN is something, if we talk about CNN, content neutrality network, right? So it's a blockchain based content ecosystem. Now, in the world we live in, right, social media is something which is a very, very important part, right? Content writers doesn't get any credit, they do not get sufficient funds, we have to face a lot of advertisements, right? So if we see here the advantages of CNN, right, open copyright verification embedded in blockchain technology allows CNN to break content barrier and make the system more open and accessible. Fair, the smart contract from blockchain makes it possible for all participating parties to be properly rewarded, and trustworthy, like distributed reputation mechanism with helps to build trust without third party involvement, right? So it's somewhat like, it's not that the project has been started for the very first time. These kind of projects have been taking place. Like Steam is a very good example. Steam has actually trying to do what this has been going ahead and trying to do. But this is something which is huge because of few factors. First of all, it is covering, a country which is India. That's my country, right? So we have a lots and lots of problems regarding this, right? And regarding the media section, and definitely these guys are trying to go ahead and resolve the issues, focusing on India right now, and definitely then the other countries as well. Now if we talk about the CNN team, we can see a good team and some of the Indian faces as well. But why I'm actually bullish, right, being an Indian, I can actually tell you that this is something which involves a very, very huge name in itself, and that is Kunal Shah. If we see here, right? So this is something that is founder of ex-CEO of Freecharge, which was acquired by Snapdeal for 400 million in 2015. Ex-chairman at IAMAI forum, right? So we can definitely go ahead and try to understand that this is something which is a big shot in itself, and he has a brilliant brain to go ahead and make sure that how he can move ahead the business forward, right? So this is something which is typically amazing project. Now CNN BTC call was given on the Telegram channel, so if you guys have not join the Telegram channel, you are missing the train, because as I told you, the Telegram channel is important just to make sure that you guys do not miss the opportunity to make the money in that scenario. Now I gave the call for CNN BTC at 13 satoshis, right? So if you can see here, this is the price, that is 37 satoshis right now, and it has already tripled the money for me, right? It has touched like 44 or 4500, right? So if I invested some of the money at that time, definitely my money was tripled, and I'm really glad, like within 24 hours we have a solid project. And trust me, this project has to go far and far more, right? If we go ahead and talk about this project, I see this still, over like 200 satoshis or 300 satoshis for sure, right? But if we take an example of PundiX, right? So let me just go ahead and open the PundiX project, right? If you see here, it's right now 149 satoshis. So it has touched 165 or 160 satoshis. In the last video I already told you that it is overpriced right now, and the reason behind it is that, consensus, they are actually going ahead and covering a huge, income, upcoming events, and they have actually gone ahead and recently partnered with some of the, coins as well. So that has actually gone up and made the price of PundiX, but still it has a lot and lots of potential left. And definitely if still we go ahead and invest in this coin as well, that will not hurt us much, that will go ahead and definitely give us huge profits, definitely, for sure. Now CNN, this is one of the hidden gems which has not been talked about much right now, and I am extremely bullish about this project, and I completely believe that this project can give you lots and lots of returns, especially when we have companies like AELF and Data, right, and Rednova, Newsdog, which are the investors and the partners, and definitely we can go ahead and expect a lot and lots of good returns in these kind of projects, right? In investing in CNN project is something like, number one, it's actually quite unknown to a lot of people. Like not a lot of people are talking about it. So shilling is going on Twitter, and definitely it's not shilling, but it's kind of a awareness that this is the right time, right? The second point that I can go ahead and tell you, that it is not actually listed right now in many of the exchanges or many of the reliable exchanges. Now guys, by this point I just want you to tell one thing, right? If we talk about the gems, if we go ahead and talk about, suppose, let me just go ahead and give you an example in this situation. So I'm just going ahead and taking the coin market cap. We'll go ahead, view all. Let us go ahead and try to load it, like, so if we see here the 24-hour difference, right? So that you can have an idea about it, what I'm talking about. If we see like what are the gems or what are the coins which have actually gained overall right now in the coin market cap within 24 hours, if we filter that, oh, it's taking ages, right? So you can see here global crypto, it's 356%, right? Double coin Nulix. But if we talk about its market, right, you see, go ahead and see the market, like it's only 64 satoshis, right? So Cryptopia, C6, and Octex, right? So just want to give you an idea that it's not about that every coin has to be on Bittrex, on Binance, or Bithumb, then only it's a good coin, right? See, the buzz of or the opportunity actually goes ahead and is at that particular moment of time when the coin is actually listed the very first time on any kind of exchange. So suppose if a coin is listed like on 1 Satoshi or 2 Satoshis, so it happens with most of the coin, they are actually listed on 10 or 12 Satoshis, but till the time they reach to a good exchange called Binance or Bittrex, they are already like 1,000 Satoshis or 500 Satoshis. So take it or think it like in this way, that you have already missed the opportunity to double, or rather I should not say double, you know 500 times X into your money which was invested. So suppose if you invested like $100 and the price was right 50, 5 Satoshis or 2 Satoshis. So if you go ahead and invest $100, and this is somewhat which it actually costed you in the US dollar price, right? So approximately you might have actually went ahead and 500 times multiplied the money invested. So approximately $100 would have given you $5,000 in return. And then at that time when you are having $5,000, you can do whatever the money, whatever you want to do with that money. But at that time, which is right now, it gets listed on Binance like 500 or 600 Satoshis, you are actually missing the opportunity which went before, right? So you have to go ahead and make yourself to move out of that shell, that no, unless until the coin is actually getting listed on a particular exchange, I will not go ahead and exchange, I will not go ahead and invest in it, right? So this was just one of the tip which I wanted to give you guys. Now moving ahead on the second coin, which is UUU. Right now if we go ahead, this is something which is on the coin market cap as well, that's the U network. Now this has been giving some phenomenal gains as well, 91 Satoshis, right? The call has been given on the Telegram channel before as well. I hope you guys had seen that and went ahead and invested in this project. The call was given at the time of 20 Satoshis, right? So this was something, this is something, if you can see the relay, right? So it's basically the same kind of project as the CNN is, right? But with a different perspective and different platform with a different team, right? So these are the two coins right now which I want you to go ahead and see and look, because there is no right or wrong time in this situation, because 93 Satoshis and 40 Satoshis doesn't make that much of a difference. If the call of PundiX or Electra has been given to you at the time of 20 Satoshis, and you might have gained a lot on those projects as well. So definitely these are kind of projects which will go ahead and give you returns, and they will not stop till 500 or 600 satoshis, because of few reasons. First, consensus is actually running for 2 days, so definitely you will see a very good market overall. and after the consensus the investors will go ahead and invest into the money, right? So when a lot of money will go ahead and come into the market, we will see a market cap of 500 or even 600 650 billion dollars very easily. Now when if the BTC dominance actually remains the same, like 35 or 36%, we will see the altcoins, and especially the coins which are very less, in the price, just like U Network and CNN, and we can easily go ahead and make a good gain and very very good profit out of that, right? So this was much about it, guys. That's what I wanted to tell you, right? So a little bit of the market overview and these 2 points, which is CNN and UUU. I hope you like this. So that's it, guys. I hope you like the content. If you like the content, please press the like button and share this video as much as you can. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel, and definitely you should be joining our Telegram channel as well, because I don't want you guys to miss the opportunity to make these kind of profits again and again, right? So till the next time, I will go ahead and will bring you some of the new coins which will give you the same kind of opportunity to go ahead and make a lot of money, right? So see you in the next video, guys. Take care, bye bye, and have fun.